Welcome back everyone, this is our second session. So before we start our second session, what did you learn in the first session? So in the first session you did 4 exercises, right? Exercise A, B, C and D, and I'm sure that you know when do we use possessive pronouns or when do we use possessive adjectives, right? Just remember, if you want to use possessive adjectives like my, your, our, their, his or her or its, you have to have noun after it. Example, my marker. So marker is a noun. If you say my what? You don't know my. So if you want to use my, your, our, their, his or her or its, you need noun. But if you don't want to use the noun, you can say this is mine. So you cannot say this is my marker, it is wrong. You just say this is mine, this is yours, this is theirs, this is ours, this is hers, this is his. And remember, his. So his can be possessive adjective and can be possessive pronoun. Also its, its, possessive adjective and possessive pronoun. You have to remember it. Now let's go to our second session. Like I told you at the end of my first video, today in our second session we are going to answer 5 questions that you learned about rules around the world, reading on page 26 and 27, right? But before we go through these 5 questions, I would like to play the listening for you. So now let's listen.
A. Listen and read. Rules around the world.
Every country has rules. These rules are called laws. Many laws keep us safe. However, some laws are a bit strange. The Eiffel Tower is a famous tower in Paris. Many people visit it every year. Do you want to take a photo? You must be careful. You must not take photos of it at night. However, you may take photos during the day. Do you want some chewing gum? Not in Singapore. People must not sell gum in Singapore. The government wants to keep the streets clean. You may eat gum in Singapore. You just must not sell it or bring it into the country. Ice cream is popular with visitors to Italy. Pizza is also popular. However, you must not eat either of them in some areas in Rome. You must not have any food or drinks near some of the famous places in Rome. But don't worry if you are thirsty. You may drink water from many of the water fountains in the city.
Okay, so now you have finished listening to the listening track of reading rules around the world already, and it's time to answer the 5 questions. Oh, before we go to the questions, can I ask you how many paragraphs are there in that reading rules around the world? So there are 4 paragraphs. In the first paragraph, what do they say in the first paragraph? In the first paragraph, it's kind of an introduction. They tell you some countries there are strange rules or laws keep us safe, example. And in the second paragraph, they talk about one city, right? Paris. Paris is the capital of France. And they say that you can take photos of the Eiffel Tower during the day, but you cannot take it during the night. How about in the third paragraph that you learned yesterday? So in the third paragraph that you learned yesterday, they talk about a country called Singapore. So in Singapore, you must not sell or bring gum into the country. And the last paragraph, they talk about Rome. Rome is the capital of Italy, and you must not eat ice creams or pizza in some places, and you must not take food or drinks into some famous places in Rome. Okay, but if you are thirsty, you can drink water from the water fountains in the park. So now let's go to the 5 questions that we are going to answer today. So answer the questions, but I want you to answer in full sentences. It means that if I ask you what is your name, you have to answer my name is, not what is your name, David. You answer David. No, you have to answer the full questions. What is your name? My name is. Okay, so the same, these 5 questions you have to answer in a full sentence. But before you can answer all these questions correctly, you have to understand about the question. Some students, they can answer the questions, but they misunderstood. They answer in the incorrect way, in the wrong way. So make sure that you have to understand all of the meanings of the questions. What do they want to ask you? What are the answers? Okay, so let's go to number 1. How many countries are there in the reading? How many countries are there in the reading? So in the reading that you learn in your textbook, how many countries? How many countries? So the answer that you need to answer is there are. So when they ask how many countries are there, how many are there, you have to answer there are. Example, how many brothers and sisters do you have in your family? So you have to answer there are 5 sisters and 5 brothers in my family, for example. How many students are there in your class? There are 20 students in my class, example. So when they ask you how many, you have to answer there are. But one more thing that I want you to remember, and I'm sure that some of you have already known, but some of you, I'm sure you haven't known about it. So now I want to tell you, and you have to listen to me carefully. In all the questions, when you say the word how many, the noun after it must be plural. Must be plural. It cannot be singular. You see the word country here? Country here is a noun, right? And it is the plural noun. We change Y to IES, right? So all the nouns that come after how many, you have to make it in plural form. It's about how many markers are there in this class. If you use singular after how many, it is wrong. How many students? How many people? How many fans? How many tables? How many chairs? So after how many, you have to use plural form. You see here, how many countries? If you use singular, how many country? It is wrong. So how many countries are there in the reading? So now let's go back to our question. How many countries are there in the reading? So there are, so let's think the first paragraph, there is no country, right? How about the second paragraph? The second paragraph will talk about the Eiffel Tower, and the Eiffel Tower is located in Paris, and Paris is in France. So France, one country. How about in the third paragraph? In the third paragraph, we talk about Singapore. So 2 countries. How about the last paragraph? We talk about Rome, and Rome is the capital of Italy. So there are 3 countries. So what is your answer? How many countries are there in the reading? There are 3 countries in the reading. This is the correct answer. This is the best answer. You have to answer like that. There are, here, there are, but when we speak fast, we can read there are, okay? So there are 3 countries in the reading. So now you get 1 correct answer. Let's go to number 2. What must you not do in Singapore? And then why? Not only you need to answer, and you have to explain the reason why too. Example, why must you listen to your teacher? I must listen to your teacher because what? Okay, so what must you not do in Singapore? Can you tell me the example? You go to Singapore, what are the things that you must not do? First, you must not sell gum. Second, you must not bring the gum into the country, right? So how can you answer in the correct way in full sentence? I must not sell or bring gum into Singapore. Okay, why? Because. So when you see the question why, you have to answer because they ask about the reasons why something happens. So I must not sell or bring gum into Singapore because the government wants all the streets clean, right? So this is what we learned from our third paragraph. Let's go to number 3. This is not a question, but they also ask you to tell the answer. It sounds like a question, right? So tell us 2 popular things in Rome. As you know, Rome is the capital of Italy. So tell us two popular things in Rome. Popular means a lot the things that a lot of people like or love to do. So what are the two popular things in Rome? First, ice creams. Second, pizza. Okay, so tell us two popular things in Rome. So if you want to get the full score, you must say the two popular things in Rome are. Why are? Because two things, right? Two popular things. So the two popular things in Rome are ice creams and pizza. Okay, let's go to number 4. What must you not do when you visit the famous places in Rome? So what you must not do when you visit the famous places in Rome. So according to our 4th paragraph in our reading rules around the world, when you visit the famous places in Rome, you are not or you must not have any food or drinks. Right? Let's go to number 5. Which is the strangest rule from the reading? So here it is not about your answer is correct or incorrect. Here it asks about your idea, your thought, your opinion. What do you think? So there are 3 countries, right? Paris in France, Singapore and Rome in Italy. So there are 3 countries, France, Singapore and Italy. And in each country there are rules, there are respective rules. So which one do you think that is the strangest from the reading? Example, in France, in Paris, for the Eiffel Tower, they do not allow people to take photos at night. Do you think that rule is strange? And the second one is in Singapore, people are not allowed to sell or bring gum into the country. Do you think that it is strange? And the last one, people are not allowed to eat pizza and ice cream in some areas of Rome. And when they visit some of the famous places in Rome, they are not allowed to have any food or drink. So there are 3 rules in Paris, Singapore and Rome. Which one is the strangest? Your idea. Your idea. Okay? I want to hear from your idea. So you have to answer by yourself. But for me, if someone asks me to choose which one is the strangest rule from the reading, I would say, so all of the 3 are strange. But if someone asks me which one is the strangest, I think in Paris, the Eiffel Tower. So we are not allowed to take photos at night. It's very strange, right? So we just go to visit someday, we pay a lot of money for the air ticket, for the airplane ticket, and then we have to spend a lot of money for the accommodation, for the transportation. We visit there and then we cannot take photo at night. It is very strange for me. So for me, I think that not allowing people or visitors or tourists to take photo at night at the Eiffel Tower is the strangest rule among the 3 countries in our reading. But you can have different ideas. Some of you might think that Singapore has the strangest rule because they do not allow people to sell or bring gum into the country. Or you may find that not allowing people to eat ice cream and pizza in some areas in Rome is very strange. And also when we visit some famous places in Rome, we cannot have any food or drink. So all of these rules are strange, but you have to answer by your own thinking. Which one is the strangest? Okay, so now we have finished the 5 questions of our hangout, and it's nearly time to finish our reading, right? Okay, so before I end the video, I want to ask you, what have you learned from the 2 videos today? So in the first instance, you did 4 exercises, right? A, B, C, and D about possessive adjective and possessive pronouns. And in the second video, in this video, you have answered 5 questions. But remember, you have to answer in full sentences. So when you copy the lesson into your lesson book, you have to write with you have to answer in full answers. Example, how many countries are there in the reading? There are 3 countries in the reading. Okay, you can write 1 question, 1 answer, or you can write all 5 questions and all 5 answers. It's up to you. But I want to remind you again, you have to copy 1 date, write 1 date, and then write this one, and then turn to a new page and write 1 more date and answer these questions. Okay, that is all of my video today, and I hope to see you again on Friday, the last day of the week. Goodbye.